Hi Aries and welcome. I hope all of you are well. Sorry I have been gone for the past couple of days. I have been dealing with hair nightmare. But it's okay. Um, it is what it is. I'm dealing with demons on demon time. People who are intentionally wrecking my hair. But I'm laughing because I know the demonic energy that could be behind it, or most likely is behind it. It is so negative, and partly it's my fault for not seeing the person clearly before stepping into the situation. So I'm going to attempt to fix it myself, because otherwise I'm sitting here with fire red, orange, brassy hair, which is like pretty crazy. And then before that, I had chocolate brown roots on top of blondish hair because the person thought I wanted dark brown roots to look like I need to go to the salon instead of I just went. So these people, you're dealing with demonics. I mean, they're out there. Saturn is about lessons. And to be honest, the last energy of Saturn was 1996, and I went through the same thing in 96. I went to a few people asking for highlights. They all gave me either all over color or this. And I ended up just doing it myself, going to like Sally Beauty, finding stuff and doing it myself for literally 2 decades. I did my own hair. So, let's see what we have here coming in for you, Aries. I hope you can keep smiling. I hope you can laugh. Earth Queen. Could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Why is there recklessness? So there's like swiftness and then taking time. On your mind is a matriarch or someone of value. You previously got along or you previously understood this person, but then this person kind of puts you under pressure or... Okay. There is something that is going on here that you think is unfair, for sure. There could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo woman involved. There is some kind of hastiness. It will work itself out, okay? The Fool in the World. You have a new chapter, or you have conclusions coming in a situation that you might feel stuck in, with the Hangman being the energy. The Hangman was there like all last week. That's you're uncomfortable. You're put in a position that you're uncomfortable. You're trying to see the other side of the coin, and you're like, no. Maybe some of you did see the other side of the situation. You saw the other perspective. You change your perspective, and you're like, okay, I dealt with that. I had these dark roots, and I told the woman, I said, I have dark roots. Can you fix it? And she said, no, I can't fix it. I'm like, I'm going through like a weird deja vu because somebody else did the same thing to me. Over the course of 6 months, I've had this done like 2 or 3 times. They do it once good, and then the second time you're put in a very uncomfortable situation. Like, I don't like this. I'm trying to hear what you're saying, but I don't like it. I really don't like the way it looks. And then went to somebody else. Now I'm like fire red. It's just all insane. It's just brass. So I'm still uncomfortable. However, the tarot cards are saying that the uncomfortable portion of this situation is over, because you are no longer possibly showing someone your hand. You're in the moon. There could be something where you're like, no one can be trusted, or this individual can't be trusted. On your mind is Empress. You want value. And under the energy, what's going on is you're taking your time. The other person is swift, hasty, fast. It puts in the future here, you do it all yourself. 10 of the rods. There is a water king here, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio, an emotional person, somebody who is in charge of something. They've got power, but they use their emotions. So that could be up, that could be down, that could be, who knows? Have they eaten today? Why are they being guided by their emotions when you're in the moon? It comes into a world and fool though. So this is a cycle. And the cycle is good. It is learning. So you go from like, I'm a master, I've experienced all I need to experience. Whatever your situation is, you're like, I'm done. I've graduated. It's done. Now I'm ready for the next. I'm now ready to launch into something new. And you're also willing to take on all the pressure or everything. You had an agreement here, Two of Cups, in the past that was influencing this whole scenario. You had an agreement. You had a mutual understanding. But now you're wanting justice. So obviously you think something was very unfair for you. You're like, this is super unfair. So it is going to come into the world, which is like, I wish like people make false promises. I might even call like, I don't know. People make false promises. They say, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You could say right to them. Maybe even a mechanic. You say right to them, okay, can you do this? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then it's just not done. They just don't do it. For what it starts to feel intentional, like somebody's not doing it. And I don't know. You're put in a position where you have to do it all yourself. You're going to have refuge and grace. So how are you coming into refuge and grace from somebody was neglectful and somebody was neglectful and lazy and maybe false. Like they said something that they knew they could not do, or etc., etc. Because your energy's in the moon. You're like, I'm not going to show my hand. Which is interesting if you feel you have to be in the moon energy. Or you are currently in the moon energy. So what happens with this outcome? Clarify the outcome. The Nine of Cups. You're happy about this, okay? So you want justice. Why does Aries come in 10 of Wands? Why do they do it all themselves? 10 of Wands. Look at this. So Spirit is telling me, some people see the cards as like a gateway. Some people knock on the cards, like knocking on a door to wake the cards up. I kind of believe that a little bit. I've seen things like, I've looked before at the card and I've actually seen like it move a little and I'm like, what? But like the image move. So what the cards are saying is that you're going to do it all yourself because you're motivated to do it all yourself and it matters to you. Why is there a Water King here? They're upset. Oh, well. Oh, well. There is hastiness. There is previously an understanding that worked. Why do you feel, but on your mind is Empress, you want more. Why do you want more as Empress? You want a way. So 6 of the air being the underlying reason from a 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords represents conflict. It represents maybe even jealousy, hatred. 6 of air from this hangman, from this situation that you felt, or not that you felt, is, let me stop saying feel. I don't know why I got trained or conditioned by someone to say everything is how I feel. It's not. It is. Okay, so this is almost like someone who treated you poorly and they know they did, and now you're like, I'm packing my bags and I'm not going to tell you. I'm running off in the night. Why do you want more for yourself? Obviously you do. Because you've discovered they lied. Okay, and then it comes to the world. So you discovered they lie, or you discovered the dishonesty, and now it comes into a lesson learned. The world is success, though. The world is not a death. The world is not... The world is a great achievement. Why are you in the moon? Your Four of Swords to... Okay, there is a death. You're cutting off communication to end this situation, the death. To close that door, to transform, to end it. Emperor, okay. And freedom. Okay, so there's something about freedom. What is the Fool energy? The Empress. Combative conflict. You want more for yourself, okay? So the Empress represents fertility in all ways. Manifestation, it's luxuries. But not like someone said to me, oh, I don't want the stuff. It's an abundant woman with, maybe some of you would rather be the High Priestess. You're like, I'd rather just control the spirits and I just want to not say anything and just do magic in my room alone. I don't really see that for you, Aries. I see you wanting to have an abundant life. So what is the moon? The history of the past. Okay, why are you 10 of Wands? Why are you picking it all up? The 10 of Cups and the Devil and the 3 of Cups. Shared emotions by others of this long-term shared emotions by people that are quite negative in nature. With the 3 of Cups, people who share feelings. Negative situations involving social systems, community, church. Somebody makes an offer. Okay, under the energy is a Knight of Coin. An offer to get up and go. No. Okay, so what is the Devil here? The truth. You're finding out the truth. Okay, Ace of Swords. And behind it is something you've been fighting for or fighting against. Why do you feel happy with the 9 of Cups? Someone gives you some good news. Page of Cups. And the healing of the star underneath. The Hierophant. Page of Coin. Going on parade. King of Pentacles. Okay, whatever. We're just going to leave it there. I'm not going to dig too back. I'm not going to go too far into the underlying history of it. Well, so many of you, if you have ever done your own hair, there's one called Schwarzkopf Be Blonde, and I was wondering about that one. I'm actually going to pick it up today. It says it lifts 9 times higher. I'm kind of scared, but I'm also thinking that's what I need. But I'm also kind of scared. What do we have as 9 swords? Justice reversed with 2 of swords. They didn't know that something here was maybe even illegal, but because you want justice, and they are justice reversed with the 9 of swords with a 2 of swords underneath. They didn't know exactly. There was a coin offered. Could be money, could be payments. Other people are celebrating. This coin is given, carefully considering the situation. Evaluating or appraising. Why do you find out the truth here, Aries? Why do you find out the truth? Other people, socially. And then we have a Queen of Coin. We have a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. We also have an Air Queen, or we have maybe you telling someone the truth, being honest. There is Knight of Coin underneath. Taking time. What is the world? Emperor and freedom. Taking back your power and freedom. You wanted to be Empress, or on your mind is Empress. You take that leap of faith. Why is someone justice reversed and 9 of swords? Why are they upset? They feel 5 of cups. They feel kind of responsible, or they feel guilty or sad over a loss. Maybe they know they lost you, or there is devil energy here, so I'm not going to feel bad about it. I mean, hey, whatever you were doing there, that doesn't look like the best. So your future position is you're going to do it all on your own. Maybe you're packing your bags. Maybe you're taking full responsibility. The past is like we both felt the same. Okay. What comes up with 10 of Wands? What comes up with 10 of Wands? Justice! Wow, look at that. And a 9 of Pentacles, everything on your own. From the Moon. You're not showing your hand. What's the outcome here? Show us again. Okay. You do go into a High Priestess energy. Or there was a secret in a 10 of Cups, in a family, in a community. There's Chariot. Your mind is made up. Who is this King of Water? Why are they upset? The water placements in their chart. It's something about the pressure you're under or the choice you're making, because in the past there was a 2 of Cups. You understood and they understood you. Why are you under 10 of Wands now? It's your choice, 10 of Wands. You're offered something new. King of Pentacles, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Why are you Moon? Why are you not wanting to show your hand? Because someone was Knight of Swords, and that was the crossing energy. There was something about hastiness, rage, somebody angry. Why do we have High Priestess? Why are you silent but determined? And then you're taking that leap of faith. Because you have reached a goal of some kind, or you've understood the lesson. It does give you success. You negotiate for the Fool. So you negotiate for this leap of faith. Something was not enough, and 10 of Swords, it's a painful ending. So this could be like feeling cheated out of something, something being stolen from you, taken from you, money being used. Now you're like, I show my hand to no one. To the Moon energy with the Empress on your mind. All right, let's just give one. Remember it said you're getting grace and you're getting protection or something? I forget what it said. I know it said grace. Show us 1 or 2 for Aries. What do they need to see or acknowledge? I also put a purple shampoo on today to try to get rid of the brass. And it did nothing. I really hope I can continue to laugh, but I think they lifted it only a little so that it wouldn't break. He didn't want to put really strong bleach on so that my hair all breaks off and then I have no hair. So in fairness, I think that's what happened. But now I have this color that I can't really... My husband likes it. He's like, oh yeah. Because the dark chocolate brown crazy trailer park roots didn't look good at all. It looked like I needed to go to the salon. It looked so bad. Okay, let's see. You're standing up in defense of what someone else is saying. Because you don't like it. 4 of Cups. Okay, fair. What's the outcome here? Why should anybody be forced to, like, do something? If you're a grown-ass adult, like, you don't have to eat your broccoli. Like, you don't have to eat your Brussels sprouts if you don't want to. Like, this was kind of what it seems like. You're like, well, I'll do it all myself then. Fire on a 10 of Swords. Yeah, you're surprised by the pain, but it closes out. What's the World? Victory. I like that. Over a 5 of coin. Something's insufficient. It wasn't enough. It lacked. It took away from you. And then we have here the victory over that. Well, who is this King of Cups? Ooh, okay. Somebody asked questions, wants to know. You're still going to have a 9 of Cups over this energy. What is this King of Cups doing, though? Current energy. What are they? The truth. And 8 of Cups. They walk away. Find out the truth. Why are you in the moon again? Page of Wands to a Queen of Swords and a Knight of Cups. You feel excited. You feel thrilled. You feel ready. The sun will shine on the world. Okay. So there will be a revelation with the World card, which is a great success and a great achievement. What is the energy of the Empress on your mind? The new fire. What is the Empress on your mind? Wanting the value, wanting to be abundant. It's the goal that's been achieved. Okay. You've already done it. This kind of looks like somebody may have been trying to take it away from you, which you already achieved, which is kind of weird. It's not going to happen because you defend yourself. What is 7 of Rods? 3 of Coin. You've got other people who commit to this, or there are people who commit to this. No, these people who commit to this are bringing a resurrection of this stuck energy for you to negotiate, because it's Devil and Knight of Coin. Okay. And it's 5 of Coin. It's not enough. It's insufficient. It lacks. It's binding. It could be unfair. And 5 of Coin. I also went to a mechanic who was just supposed to do brakes, brake pads, and rotors, and it is jacked. And I asked him, I went back 3 times, and nothing changed. Not a thing. So I'm going through like these little things. It's my own fault though. I'm dealing with people when maybe I can't do my own brake pads, but maybe I should have gone to someone more trustworthy or to the dealership. I feel like I'm just getting I'm getting the hand that I'm choosing, which is a thing in itself. But it said grace is coming, which is great. My hair looks so effed right now. I walked out like, it's effed. It's completely effed. And I was just like, are you kidding me? Like, why do I have to keep dealing with demons on demon time who are just doing what they... In fairness, he didn't want my hair to break off, which is good. I was told no toner will fix this. It has to be bleach. So I'm like, okay. And it all goes back to the person who gave me the dark chocolate brown roots. And if that happened at like 3 different salons, I feel it's really suspicious. It's like you ask for highlights and they give you dark brown roots. Like, it's really suspicious. It feels like a crime, like a criminal. 3 of Wands, you've made up your mind. You're going to get after something here. Magician, you've got all the tools. You're inspired. Okay. You've got a solution because you know the truth. Ace of Swords. What's that? You're going to come up as Emperor. Take your power back. Yeah. I mean, when you go somewhere like a dentist, I feel like it's anywhere where I give my power away. The dentist, service industry, hairdresser, mechanic, someone who you're saying here, like you take it. They can't effing do it here in Henderson, Vegas. They can't do it. They F it up. Or they don't follow through. You want to reconcile. Interesting. You want to reconcile. But you can't. Four of Swords. How's this play out? Ah. No. What's this? How can Aries resolve this situation? The Sun on what you've committed to. From a Hangman. 10 of Pentacles. What did you commit to? The Sun. The Hermit. The knowledge is discovered with the Tower. Okay. Why do you want to reconcile? The Day of Judgment comes. There's a King of Fire, Aries, Leo, or Sag. The Cup of Emotions overflows. Under the energy is lying. 7 of Swords. What did you commit to? What did you put 10 of your Pentacles into? But now you're like, I want to reconcile. I don't know. I'm going to leave it there for you, Aries. I wish you all the best. If you're going through what I'm going through, if you're going through like demons on demon time, you're going through Saturn energy, making you learn lessons over and over and over again until you get it. You know, it would be nice to learn the lesson once and then just say, okay, I've learned, never again. I'm the kind of person where if someone is really persuasive, I could be like, okay, yeah. I don't want to be persuaded anymore. I don't want to like trust unless I know for facts. I've done my research. Like I've looked into this, you know, look at the bad reviews. Look at what people are saying. Like what are people saying is wrong here? Because usually the small voices don't get heard because there's a lot of like family and friends that can like say, oh no, they're great. They're great. Yeah. So, yeah, so, you know, let's just leave it there. I hope you're not going through the trials and tribulations like I am. I hope that all these things can be fixed and maybe you can laugh during the process. You can kind of like laugh at it like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And I wish you the best, Aries. Take care.